Hello friends, Jack here. I am super excited today because I'm gonna run through 3 amazing recipes using these jackfruit. I'm gonna also be talking about my vegan story, like why we went vegan, because it has recently just ticked over 5 years of being a vegan family. The last 5 years, there's definitely been some ups and downs and a lot to talk about. But in the meantime, we're gonna be making up 3 amazing jackfruit recipes. So jackfruit is one of those really versatile products, has some amazing texture on it, and you can be really innovative. So if one thing that has come out of being vegan in the last 5 years is the innovation with me personally, just cooking recipes with items that I never heard of, never cooked with in the past, and jackfruit is one of those products. So these 3 recipes are super delicious and pretty straightforward as well. So I'm gonna put these recipes in the description below. You can check them out later on my website. Definitely do stay until the end because the last recipe is so amazing. So anyway, I'm just gonna whip up in the morning right now some delicious jackfruit and potato rosti. So pretty straightforward. Got my stringed up jackfruit here, dab the water out, got some grated potato as well. I'm just gonna chuck in some other seasoning, some flavors, chuck it on the fry pan, quickly chuck it in the oven as well, and probably will garnish it with some avocado for brekkie. So check it out, friends. It was super simple. So what you want to do, you want to have more grated potato than there is jackfruit. So probably just a couple of potatoes and 1 can of jackfruit. Got some avocado here as well. So I've actually made up about 7. Save them for the kids. I really want to talk about my vegan why we went vegan, why my family went vegan. And it all started off with our youngest for various reasons. My wife, she struggled to breastfeed our youngest. She went through a lot of like postnatal depression. It was actually pretty bad. Just gonna bring this down a little bit so you can see this delicious food as well. So yeah, she suffered from some postnatal depression. It was a very difficult time. So in saying that, we had to get our youngest onto formula, wasn't able to breastfeed, and you know, formula, all dairy based. And what happened pretty quickly with our son's skin, his whole back, his entire body actually began getting covered in eczema, to the point it was severe eczema. It was actually like bleeding overnight. He would like scream and cry, and it was just very traumatic for my wife and I overnight. It didn't help with her postnatal depression as well. So we actually ended up going to a GP, couple of different GPs actually, and asked for some assistance. What should we do? All of them prescribed just creams to help relieve the pain and it would go away, they said. So we did do that. We went through like different sorts of creams, steroid creams and a bunch of different creams, and it did work for the short term, but it would come back and it just really didn't resolve anything. I feel like that is my issue with a lot of GPs and just, I don't know, some doctors in general as well. Like they look for the quick solution without looking at the cause of the problem. My wife ended up doing a bit of research and found a strong link with severe eczema and dairy. We moved into a soy-based formula. Unfortunately in Australia, a lot of soy-based formulas also do have dairy in it as well. I believe there might be an actual vegan-friendly formula available these days. What happened, he started having the soy formula and his eczema cleared up like almost instantly. It was unreal. It was so amazing. And then my wife and I, we both did some research about like the connection between dairy and then also other animal-based ingredients as well. We got into like a few documentaries and it was just made complete sense for our family's health moving forward, to eliminate animal-based products. It was just so clear for us. So I would say that our vegan journey started there. in the concern for our family's health. So we did it pretty much overnight. It started with food, and then it's developed into so much more, like just the connection of like animal cruelty. It's just not necessary to have animal-based ingredients at all. Over 5 years on now, and I am loving life. I am so fit. Our kids are like growing giants. They're like massive. Our eldest is 6 years old, but he is so tall. He eats a lot of food. You probably see on Instagram his lunch boxes. He's wearing like size 9, size 10 clothes at the moment, and he is only 6. Our youngest, he is 5 and also growing very, very big as well. But we are very fortunate they eat a lot of veggies. They love their veggies and fruit. So that is our vegan why. I've been doing that vegan dad for about 3 years now, and I guess there really wasn't like a strong male dad representative in the industry. Like veganism is still a very female dominated. I'm pretty honest here, like 90% of my audience are female. So I don't know if there's like still this perception, you know, you're not manly if you don't eat animals. I started this vegan dad journey to kind of break those shackles of that image and just show, you know, men can love animals and still be strong and fit and healthy without eating animals. So I hopefully showing that to a lot of people. So jackfruit, again, as I said, very versatile. Be so creative with this, and like these rosties, really straightforward, just like some onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper. You can also add in some paprika. You can get a bit fancy with your seasonings, but these were super simple. So fried it up, chucked it in the oven to crisp it up a little bit more, and they are fantastic. I'm gonna finish this off now. I'm gonna go for a quick walk with our dog, Ollie. I believe he's 15 years old now, so he's getting on a little bit, but he is so lively. He loves a walk. Jack Russells never stop. We're just gonna finish this off, and then I'm gonna come back and show you the second item using jackfruit. This next item is super delicious and really another simple one as well, and it's gonna be a fantastic lunch. Shirted it up now. This next recipe is very simple as well, like 5-10 minutes sort of recipe. You got a fry pan going. So you just shred up your jackfruit, really simple to do. And then we're gonna be making pulled barbecue jackfruit burgers. You got like hamburger buns. It's probably not gonna sit in the bun very well. You got like some onion, you got some barbecue sauce, brown sugar, some minced garlic, and some sweet paprika, a bit of salt as well. Just gonna combine it all up, fry it up, 5-10 minutes, chuck it in a burger, and that is a lunch. Again, I'll chuck the recipe down below for you to check out as well. But gonna cook this up, and then we can talk about some wins and losses during this vegan journey, some of the stuff that we've had to go through as a vegan family, a vegan dad. Let's fry this up. Pulled jackfruit burger, barbecue jackfruit burger. So this is actually really simple. So what I normally do, put some avocado on it, put some pineapple, really simple. Again, took no time at all. I've mentioned it before, but we're pretty fortunate. We live on the Mornington Peninsula, close to the beach and also a reserve. So I don't know if you guys can hear it, but like there's a bunch of birds flying around and chatting. Like magpies, kookaburras come past here, cockatoos. I guess now talking about some of the issues that have occurred over the last 5 years since being vegan. Early on in the vegan journey, most of our family were pretty accepting of our decision, but my wife's side, her mum and stepdad and grandma, they were probably concerned for our kids, and it got like pretty testing. There was a period of time, probably about 6 months, everyone just stopped talking to us from that side of the family because of our decision to go vegan. We constantly reassured them that we have researched, we have done so much, probably more than other parents out there. We've researched so much about nutrition for our kids, for ourselves, and I love to cook, so I make 100% sure that the kids are hitting all their daily nutritional targets, and then, you know, you may have to supplement along the way. Research is really important as a vegan parent, and I feel like we are doing a fantastic job. If you're thinking about going vegan, thinking about having a vegan family, definitely research is key. And don't be scared of supplements. I don't know, like there's this issue of people going, oh, you know, you shouldn't have to supplement, but you know, the science is there for a reason. So many people have trouble absorbing certain vitamins and minerals, so the supplements are there to help. And you know, if B12 is hard to get, omegas are hard to get for vegans, definitely supplement. So that was probably the biggest issue since going vegan. For my professional career, I work in the automotive industry for probably like my entire life. I work in sales and marketing for a pretty big company, but that has not stopped. A bit of like workplace bullying in terms of my choice of going vegan. Even now, like I've been vegan for like just over 5 years, and I was just saying to my wife the other day, I went into the office, don't really go into the office very often. Flexibility to work from home, I see clients, I'm out and about all over Victoria and New South Wales, so I don't get bullied. Most of my customers are happy with me and they don't really care. But went into the office the other day, and you know, they still get comments like, oh, you know, what are you going to have for lunch? You're going to go into the paddock and eat some grass. And like, you know, it's not necessary. Majority of people are fine. It's just like that, maybe like 5–10% of people that still have an issue with it. I think it's a little bit degrading in this day and age that it's not really necessary. And it's really got to the point where work Christmas events, work lunches and all that sort of thing, I just don't go to, because I don't want to have that added pressure, added stress of, you know, is something going to get mentioned? I've stepped away from that. Work has come out and said, oh, you know, they're not bullying, they're just having fun and all this sort of thing. Those are my feelings, and then telling me this is how you should feel is really insulting. As well, with time, this vegan dad stuff and herbivore hampers, my hamper business is gonna skyrocket, and you know, I don't have to worry about working with those sort of people in the future. That is probably another negative, but in terms of positives, is just like there are more and more people going vegan, which is always fantastic. Just the options that are available, like the innovation of companies in Australia especially, having some fantastic products. Over the 5 years, most vegans, I'd imagine, like no vegan out there would be like 100% vegan. It all takes time, and I guess even for me personally as well, like because I guess we went vegan not straight away for the animals, we were vegan for the health, for our family mainly. We still went to zoos for a little while, but then eventually it kind of got to that point where it's like, yeah, this doesn't feel right. I guess what I'm trying to say is that there are definitely levels of veganism. It takes time for certain people to realize and open their eyes to certain things as well. So new vegans, if you're watching this or you're not even vegan yet, I definitely feel like veganism is kind of like a step process. Morally, how you open up over time, things definitely change. There was a few negatives over the last 5 years. Some things probably expected, with like bullying, family members questioning our decision. But then the positives is just the innovation of vegan products throughout the years. If you go vegan now, like you are blessed with so many options. Lollies, chocolate, mock meats. There was very, very little in terms of options probably about 5–6 years ago. So now you're blessed. There's really no excuse to not go vegan at all, to be honest. I still love innovating with products as well, like products like Jackfruit, as I said, tofu, whole foods a little bit more. So our family's probably maybe 85–90% whole foods, and really fortunate that the kids really love that kind of food. So I'm gonna have my lunch now, barbecue jackfruit hamburger bun, and then I'm really keen to show you this last item. You're gonna love it. It is my favorite way to have jackfruit. So here it is, friends, the one recipe that you've been waiting for. This jackfruit recipe is super delicious. 2 cans of shredded jackfruit in here, and this recipe is like the old chicken pot pie, heaps of veggies, heaps of flavor, but veganized it with some jackfruit. Jackfruit is amazing for that texture. You shred it up, it reminds you of shredded chicken, and then it absorbs flavors incredibly well. And this is another super simple recipe, and oh, the flavor is incredible. Again, go down in the description and check out this recipe, save it for later and try it out for yourself, and let me know your opinion of it. I I personally love it. It is fantastic. I'm gonna make this up now. Check out the final product. You're gonna love it. There we go, friends, showing you 3 amazing recipes using jackfruit. Talking about this vegan journey as well. Happy 5-year anniversary for me. Let me know in the comments how long you have been vegan for, and please let me know your favorite ways to have jackfruit. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I just loved having a chat with you all as well. So if you have any questions or there's some sort of videos that you want to see in the future, please let me know in the comments. So anyway, friends, please try out any of those amazing jackfruit recipes for yourself, and I'd really love to hear your opinion on these. If you enjoyed this video, chuck it a like, share it around, and subscribe to this channel for more vegan friendly content in Australia. Amazing recipes as well. So until next time, friends, I will catch you very soon.